Hello everybody and welcome back. It is Michael from Hollow Thrills, back with another video. And we're in a little bit of a place we haven't been in a while. We're here at Universal CityWalk, as this weekend is opening weekend for Halloween Horror Nights. We did miss opening night yesterday, but it is Saturday, so we'll be here tonight and tomorrow to check out all the Halloween Horror Nights stuff, including what is behind me right now. I don't think we're going to check it out today or tomorrow. I might have to come back in October, but I just wanted to show off at least the outside, because unfortunately it opens up at 5. And I'll tell you a little bit about what I'm talking about in a second. But before we do that, please make sure you're subscribed. Have those bell notifications turned on to get notified whenever I post a video. We have a ton of haunt stuff coming out this year, so you do not want to miss it. And also make sure you're following me on both Instagram and Twitter. The links for both of those are down in the description below. So let me show off what I was talking about. So we're here a little bit early, and unfortunately I thought this opened sooner, but it opens at 5 today. And that's the Red Coconut Club that is now turned into the Dead Coconut Club, a Tiki Universal Monsters inspired bar with a ton of awesome banners up. We got the Bride of Frankenstein, the Wolfman, and I think Frankenstein's monsters on that side. Yep, there he is. And then all the way on the other side, we have Creature, the Mummy, and of course, Dracula. And like I said, it opens at 5 tonight, so we're not going to be able to check it out because we're going to be waiting in line to get into Halloween Horror Nights. But I just wanted to show it off to you guys, just so you at least know it's here. And it's up here at the top of the escalator here, across from the movie theater. So we're going to check out the Universal Studios store. They have this big wall of Halloween Horror Nights goodness here. So we're going to check out some merchandise before we start getting in line for Horror Nights. So yeah, let's go take a look inside. So this year's popcorn bucket is this Frankenstein Studio Screamers popcorn bucket. He looks awesome, and your first refill is free for him. He's super cool, and I love the little lanyard that comes with him. So we have an After Hours Nightmare hoodie. It's a regular pullover hoodie, and on the back it has Abel the Weekend on it. It's a pretty nice hoodie, and it is $57. I absolutely love this. Is by far one of my favorite designs that Halloween Horror Nights has ever put out for a t-shirt. This Halloween design, you got Station Wagon, you got the pumpkin, you got Michael as a kid wearing the clown costume, you got Michael as the sheet ghost, you got the Judith Myers tombstone, you got Michael at the top of the steps. Oh, the house, it is perfect. And then it's got the 2022 logo on the side. It's a ringer tee. I love ringer tees. This is an instant cop for me, of course. And they do have this sanitarium sign for Smiths Grove. That might be something I grab in October when I come back down. And of course we got the same logo on almost everything you can imagine, including, I think, a hoodie as well. Yes. And here is this year's Studio Screamers lineup. And oddly, we have Casper, even though he's not in this event at all. It's very strange. But we got Pumpkin Lord Casper, the director, Bride of Frankenstein, the Wolfman, and a very sleepy-looking Michael Myers. I'm definitely going to try my hand at getting some of the figures today. This is something I haven't seen all over the place so far. This is a Studio Screamer of Frankenstein in black and white, and it's a pretty decent-sized one. It's bigger than the regular ones. That's interesting, and that one is $22. Huh. And then the rest of the Studio Screamer boxes are over here. I'm gonna start feeling around. Maybe I can find a couple that I actually want. And once again, we have weekly magnet releases for this year. Starting off with the Halloween Horror Nights Every Day is Halloween with Little Boo there. And I'll talk a little bit more about Little Boo when we go to this next set of merchandise. But let's look at the rest of them. I love this one. Skipper Hoss did this one this year. So cool. I might have to grab the t-shirt of that. But yeah, a lot of cool magnets this year. Now this is one of the coolest things they have done so far this year, and the one thing I've been asking for a while, and that is a Halloween Horror Nights Coca-Cola Freestyle holder. It's $16, which is a lot, but it comes with a cool lanyard in it, and it can hold your Coca-Cola Freestyle bottle, because they no longer have handles, and I hate that. So I'm glad they actually made something for it to help remedy that situation. And this is this year's house shirt. I'm sure all of you who are fans have already seen this house shirt, but it's got the only two things it's missing is the Hellblock Horror and The Weeknd. Neither of those are on this shirt, but I do love this year's house shirt design. This is the back, and then on the front it has the little skeleton man again with the Roman numerals for 2022. And here is more merchandise. Of course, there's just a whole bunch of merchandise, and this is their Never Go Alone shirt. Has the Grabber, the Blissfield Butcher, Michael Myers, the Chupacabra, Bugs, and the Universal Monsters. And I love this tie-dye effect. It's like a bleached tie-dye. Super cool. And then they have Michael Myers socks, that same logo on coffee cup, posters, shot glasses, anything you could ever want. Now, like I said, Little Boo is on a lot of stuff this year. We got socks. He's not on this, which I actually really like this shirt. But he is up here, he's on that, he is all over the place. I think he's on this. Oh, he's not on this one. There is one for him, though, of an ornament. But he is on a ton of stuff, and it's kind of overkill if you ask me. Alright, so I got 3 of the Studio Screamers. I pre-opened them, so it's a little bit easier. Let's see what we got. This is just the first of many, I'm sure, to make sure I can get the entire collection. First one is The Bride of Frankenstein. Alright, that's our first one. Pretty cool figure. Not my most hyped one. Hopefully I get at least one of the 3. I hope I get Casper, I'm going to be honest. Because he's the weirdest one of the bunch. And second one is Michael Myers. Sad looking Michael Myers, or sleepy, whatever you want to say. He doesn't look quite right. And let's see, our last one. I have a feeling that this one's ooh, I know exactly what this one is. The Pumpkin Lord. I can't wait to show you guys what his new design is this year, but he looks even more terrifying than he did last year. But alright, 3 boxes, 3 different ones. That's pretty good. Unfortunately, didn't get the Chaser, but the Chaser is Casper, limited edition. So, can we keep our streak alive of getting new ones each box we get? But that's the ones we got. A lot of people are heading out, but we are heading in. We're getting ready to get in line to get into the park for Halloween Horror Nights. And here we are. We have our tickets. We are at the front gates. There's the boys from Haunt Scene that just passed us. But we are at the front gates. We're getting ready to get in line. We have all the signs for Legends Collide, Halloween, The Weekend After Hours, Nightmare, and Blumhouse. And I love the medallion this year. It is almost 5 o'clock, and we already have a little bit of a line forming here. Not too much, but it's a little bit further than I would like to be to see the opening ceremonies. I see the beautiful Pumpkin Lord. I see the beautiful Halloween Horror Nights neon sign. We are heading straight back to the weekend because we need to get that one out of the way. It's going to be super busy. So I'll show you guys Pumpkin Lord, but then we're bolting back there. The Pumpkin Lord. I love his new design. His new mask is amazing. Oh my God. He is an absolute showstopper. I'd love to show off this zone more, but we really gotta get moving. So this will be a quick shot of it, and then I'll show a lot more of it later. Woo! Hello! Ah! I love the little props that they have for each scare zone here. You know it's HHN time when Mel's is now Mel's Die-In. And we're heading over towards Scarecrow. Once again, we gotta go through these zones quick because we gotta get back to the weekend. I don't want that line getting any longer than it needs to. Here is the Scarecrow zone. Love that windmill up there. Oh, here's our first puff of fog, man. I've been waiting all year for this. Yep. Love me some fog. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's corn! It's the corn man. Okay, now I understand why everyone was making jokes about him the other day. Whoa, that's awesome. I love this scare zone. I'm gonna spend a lot of time in here, but it is going to get bottlenecked very quickly, I can tell already. Alright, we made it back here. The weekend and Universal Monsters Legends Collide is at a 45-minute wait. It's already too long for me, but we gotta head in there. We never forget those who stood before us. R.I.P. Barney. The most scariest part of HHN. Oh wow, they're expecting a lot of queue, and I like this new queue. The nice padded floors. Feels like I'm walking on the red carpet. Well, blue carpet, or gray? Bluish gray. Line's not too bad yet, but they are bumping some Dawn FM, some Less Than Zero, which is strange since the house is about after hours. I don't know. Look at that. And apparently there is some projections on it. Unfortunately, it's daytime, so we really can't see it, but yeah, there is projections on there, and it looks like the record is spinning. I'll have to come back and doing a night run to see it. But I kind of like this facade. I don't like the whole, I don't like the stickers that they put on the buildings, but this one's okay. Alright, so first house of HHN 31 in the bag, weekend after hours nightmare. Now, design-wise, loved the house. It is such a great house. It follows most of the music videos that are in it. Love the songs playing. Love just the sets in general and some of the scares, but the scares themselves were lacking. There wasn't a lot of in-your-face scares. There wasn't a lot of scares here, scares there. It was just a lot of spread out scares, which doesn't really get me. There's one room towards the end I love where he's all bandaged up and you can see blood and gore and everything. It looks really awesome, but that's the only part of it the only part of the house that really had a good scare factor to it. The rest of it's just a basic fun house to the Weekends album. It's not too scary. It's in the middle of the pack right now because it's the first one we've done. Gonna have to figure out if it goes up or down, but we're gonna head over and do Universal Monsters next. That is gonna be our next house, Universal Monsters Legends Collide. So let's go check it out. And here we are, Universal Monsters Legends Collide. And for those who don't know, this is a two-part house. Part 1 being here in Orlando and Part 2 being over in Hollywood. And thankfully, I will be seeing both parts this year. I will be going over to Hollywood and seeing that other part. So I'm excited. I have heard mixed reviews about this one, but I'll have to form my own opinions. But Part 1 for Universal Monsters Legends Collide here at Orlando. Alright, and we are out of Universal Monsters Legends Collide, Part 1, and it's time for a review. Make it make sense. That is my one thing that I will say about that house. It was just mummy, 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 a little bit of Wolfman, mummy, mummy, mummy. I didn't see Dracula through that entire house, and then right at the end, he swoops in and cuts the Wolfman's head off, and he's the winner of the house. I didn't see him at all in the entire house, and he wins the house. He's the one at the end. Because in case you didn't know, there is a winner at the end of every run of this house. And tonight, it's Dracula. It could be Dracula, it could be Wolfman, it could be the Mummy, but tonight it was Dracula, and he was holding Wolfman's head, and it didn't make sense because there wasn't any Draculas in the house. I didn't see any. So make it make sense. That's my only thing. So I'm gonna slot that right below the weekend for right now. I love the aesthetics of the house. I love the actual Egypt theming of it, but just make it make sense. Come on. It just doesn't. All right, 2 houses down in an hour and a half, so we'll reward ourselves with some pizza fries before the line gets too long tonight. because I definitely need to get my craving of pizza fries in during this opening weekend. And this year they have vegan pizza fries. Look at that, man. Vegan cheese. And then they have the revenge of the circus peanut. The circus peanut's back, but it is a little bit different. It doesn't have that banana this year. It instead has lime juice in it. So hopefully that makes it a little bit tastier. We'll see. I don't think I'm gonna get it today, but maybe when I come back in October. Here we are, our first pizza fries of the season. Give me a second. Let me just devour it just like that. Yep, and it's gone. That was delicious as always. Love me some good pizza fries. We're gonna continue going around the houses, and hitting the next houses would be the 2 Sprung tents. So we're gonna go do those next. You hear that? Do you hear that? Cause I don't. We're walking through Springfield right now, and no chainsaws. Back-to-back years, no chainsaws. This area is completely dead, and I hate it. I hate everything about it. Please. Universal, bring back the chainsaws for HHN in Springfield. I need that chainsaw brigade. This is dumb. I hate this part of the park right now. All right, next up, Descendants of Destruction. Over by the MIB bathrooms, there's only one Sprung tent house over here this time, at least for an entrance. The other one is all the way over there where the Men in Black entrance for the Men in Black tent used to be. We finally made it. Descendants of Destruction. Our third house of the night, and this was only like a 40-minute wait, I think. Not too bad. It was posted 50, 40 minutes was the wait. All right, out of Descendants of Destruction, walking over to past Men in Black to the Men in Black tent queue, but actually going all the way back over to this other Sprung tent, which is that's where the line is. But anyways, let's talk about Descendants of Destruction. I love the set design for it. The massive, like, vertical subway train was super cool and literally made me think once again, like Puppet Theater last year. How is this a Sprung tent? This is insane because of just the high ceiling of it. It was so cool. But the actual scares in it were lackluster until you get to that end, man. That end, I absolutely loved it. That saved that house for me. The scares in it were great. I absolutely got wrecked right at the end. I loved the end of that house. So I'm going to have to put that at number 4 right now, right above the weekend, because I loved the set design and those scares right at the end were chef's kiss. So we're heading over to get in line for Bugs Eaten Alive, which is going to take us from Men in Black all the way around to the other Sprung tent. So let's get in line for that now. Poor MIB tent. We barely knew you. Maybe you'll come back. I doubt it, but where am I, B-Tent? And here we are. The future is now. Exterminator. Bug House. Just gotta go this way and around, and we're there. All right, that's house number 4 down. Bugs in the book. And I will say, it's not really a scary house, but you do feel just uneasy the entire time, because I'm not a big fan of spiders or just bugs in general, so I just went through the entire house kind of like not really scared, but just kind of just uneasy. The bugs themselves that were in the house, like the actual like scare actors as the bugs, just kind of looked funny, in my opinion, but just the whole just thought process of like, oh, there's something touching me, it's just, I don't like it. That's pretty much what that house was, just making you uneasy the entire time, making you uncomfortable. But as the scare factors go, But the story was awesome. I loved the whole like 50s vibe of it, the whole story 50s vibe of it. And there was a big bug at the end. Absolutely loved that. It was really like a cool house. Definitely overhyped for the scare factor, I will say. They extremely overhyped that. But still a cool house nonetheless. I think I'll put it right below the weekend, right above Universal Monsters for right now. So right in that 6th spot, and then Universal Monsters drops down to 7. All right, so we got a drink. We're heading up towards Blumhouse, and according to the app, the plan is working beautifully. The back houses are now at a high wait, and the front houses are slowly starting to creep down in wait times. So when we were in line for Bugs was a 45-minute wait, and all the other houses in the front were like 70. Now those houses are down to 45, and Bugs is at 85, so plan's working to perfection. Hopefully we can get up to Blumhouse, and it's at a really low weight now. But first, Conjure the Dark. Our first scare zone that we're actually going to take time to look at. Nothing but the good stuff. Fresh from the source. Oh, here's the stage with like a little... There was a little mini show going on, but I guess she's just kind of chilling up there now. Love this stage though, but as expected, this scare zone is still a massive bottleneck, especially with this little stage show. And here is our new house location for this year. In the Fast and Furious Supercharged queue, we have Blumhouse, currently at a 60-minute wait, so we'll see how long that is, actually. I found me a friends.
Hi.
It's Connor.
Hello. We're going into Blumhouse.
Yeah, we're going into Blumhouse. I'm actually really excited for it. He's been through it twice already. This is now his third time, but I'm really excited for it because I loved both these movies. Just saw Freaky yesterday, and it was exactly what I wanted it to be. So I hope it's good. I hope it does it both movies justice, and I honestly hope it's probably the best. It will be the best Blumhouse I've been through. Because the other two, it doesn't really have much competition. Let's be honest. Oh wow. Okay, we are here. That's very abrupt. All right, we're walking into Sweet Revenge right now, but I just wanted to give a little bit of a review of the Blumhouse. It was really good. It was kind of like two houses in one. Loved the freaky part. It followed the movie so well, and then the black phone part. Yeah, also followed the movie really well. It just was the perfect mix of both of them, and I really enjoyed it. Gonna have to get a couple more run-throughs to figure out whether it's my favorite Blumhouse maze, but it still was very enjoyable and gonna be slotted right below The Weekend. So let's just check out Sweet Revenge a little bit here. This is basically a Halloween festival, and it's great. I love these floats, I love these characters, they're just kind of like wacky and hilarious. And the music is nice, is awesome in here. I'm in October, I'm gonna just have to sit in the zone and just soak it in, because it is such a cool zone. But I think we're heading over to the tribute store real quick, maybe. Or if Dead Man's Pier is a short wait, we might do that first. But this is my favorite character right here, man. This clown, he's so cool. Tribute store time! Absolutely, tribute store time. I hear the boy Adrian from Losh TV makes an appearance in this store. Is that correct?
I understand it is correct.
Woo! Pumpkin patch, spooky cemetery. Oh, oh my God! Look, it's the cat facade. I love me the cat facade. Oh, and it's like a little dark ride. So you see, there's tracks on the floor. Oh my God! I'm already in love with this store, and we literally just got in here. Oh my God! This has the immaculate Halloween vibes. I'll point out some stuff that we didn't see earlier if I recognize that we didn't see it earlier. Like right here, the little boo ornament that I said was here, that exists, and I hate it. There's too much little boo stuff. Ooh. But we have enough. It's enough, little boo. Here is the Universal Annual Pass Holder section, including this awesome Pumpkin Lord t-shirt. Same design on the bag, on a drawstring bag, same design on a magnet and keychain and basically everything. But I really love that design. I'm gonna have to try to snag that. This is our Scare Zone shirt, I guess, kind of. I guess that's supposed to be Spirits of the Coven. That's the Pumpkin Lord.
This is my interpretation. You got Conjure the Dark, kind of.
Oh yeah, sorry, Conjure the Dark.
Horrors of Halloween, obviously.
Yeah.
This is kind of Sweet Revenge because they're trick-or-treaters.
And then this
obviously,
would be Graveyard.
And
then Scarecrow.
Scarecrow because you got a little.
Yeah.
Smoke. There you go.
Okay, I'll take your word for it. Next room, the Hollow Hills Cemetery. Still dark ride tracks. Anything new in here?
I think that's the best one.
Oh, that's cool. We'll take a closer look at that when we get over there. But frames and ornaments for Universal Monsters. hats, you know, the classic stuff. Nothing too over the top. Ooh, I love this. That's a cool looking pumpkin mask. And that terrifying looking Dracula.
It's me.
It's me, Chucky. And here is the Blumhouse shirt. I really love this. It's like a reddish color. You can't tell because it's blue in here, but yeah, it has the black phone and the Blissfield Butcher, and I really love this design. It's super cool, and it's like a movie show, like a movie poster. It's really awesome. All right, let's get a closer look at these cool ghosts here before we head into the next room, which is our mausoleum room that the boy makes an appearance. Let's see if we can find him. Where is he at? Let's see. No.
So this whole room is filled
with there's the man himself, Rick's Flicks. Oh, there he is! It's the boy. Adrian. Hi, Adrian. Okay, this room's pretty cool. It's like a witch's cottage. I love the like animated thing here. And then we have like a furnace behind us. I dig this room. Not my favorite, but it's pretty cool still. And we got some treats over here. Anything really catching my eye? I think, is that a little Boo cake bowl? It is. Why? It's enough. Enough. And our last room is the kind of connection to Sweet Revenge, which is like a big Halloween festival part of the room. Pretty cool. This is a really nice Halloween vibe store. I really like this one. And here is the Skipper Hoss food shirt for this year. Looks really awesome. I love that design. It is so cool. And you can join the Blinky Cup cult. It's not a cult. It's a way of life. We have more coins. And of course, Little Boo, Casper, Dracula. Oh, and the Pumpkin Lord. These are definitely going to be bought in October when I come back. But this little Eerie Emporium stand for all your keepsakes is amazing. And there's a lot of things in here that I wish they actually made, including the cat facade up there made out of wood, like a wood model. I would love if they made that. And some of these t-shirts are also pretty cool. And there's Nathaniel Crow over there. Shout out to Sterling. Alright, next up, Fiesta de Chupacabra, 35 minutes. Alright, so got out of Fiesta de Chupacabras. I actually really enjoyed it. Didn't get as many Chupacabra scares as I would have liked, but the whole overall theme of the house is really cool. And a lot of the festival, like the villagers are really awesome. The costumes are great, and really like it's just an overall nice vibe of a house. I do have to get a couple more run-throughs of it, but as of right now, I do put it above The Weeknd, right at number 4. I really enjoyed that house, and I'm excited to get more run-throughs of it. But I think I'm gonna go and get in line for Dead Man's Pier, and then hopefully be able to get in line for Halloween before the end of the night, which would get us 8 out of the 10 houses tonight on a sold-out night. That's not too bad. Posted 40-minute wait, we'll see, but Dead Man's Pier is our next stop. Super excited for this house. I'm dumbfounded. I am in shock. That is one of the most beautiful houses I have ever been through here at Halloween Horror Nights. Dead Man's Pier Winter's Wake is a once-in-a-lifetime house. That house is beautiful. The cast, like the actual costumes, are fantastic. The scares, I had a couple good scares, but they are so unique, some of those scares. And the diver and the double facades, there's just so much of that about that house that I just need to go through and see again, because it is just so amazing. It is a fantastic house, and that's going to be so hard to beat this year for House of the Year. That's outstanding. Oh my God, I'm in love with that house. But we have it is officially the witching hour. It is 1 o'clock, where winners and losers are decided here at Halloween Horror Nights. We got 3 houses to go. We got 1 hour. Can we get it done? Next up is Halloween. Let's go. We're walking in to the line for Spirits of the Coven, and I'm doing a little bit of a review of Halloween as we walk in. And you know how I said it's gonna be hard to beat Dead Man's Pier? That's gonna be a tough 1-2 review for those two, for Halloween and that one. I have an emotional attachment to Halloween, clearly, and finally seeing the original movie in a house was just so emotional for me. That seeing the house in there, and the way that they did the beginning, it was like I was just watching the movie and walking through it. That was such a well done house, and it is going to be such a hard decision between those two, and I will probably do more reruns of those, like run-throughs of those two than any other house here, because there is a massive gap between those two and number 3, like without a doubt. But we're in line for Spirits of the Coven, which, I mean, it was higher on my list, but I don't think it's getting anywhere close to those two. Like, Halloween was just so great. Spirits of the Coven was okay. Nothing too fantastic. There was my main issue with it, which is the same issue that I've heard a lot of people have with it, is not enough flapper witches. That's like the whole point of the house, and there isn't enough of them. I did enjoy it. I think I enjoyed it more than The Weekend, if I'm being completely honest. The Weekend was fun, but it was just fun. That was all it was. I really liked the theming of the house. There was a couple good scares in it, so I'll put it just above The Weekend for right now. We got 1 house left, and it's 30 minutes to close. We did it. Like I keep saying, man, the witching hour is peak times to get as much stuff done as you possibly can. Now, I do finally have the opportunity to show off at least one scare zone other than the Conjure the Dark, and that would be this one right here at the front. Can't remember the name right now. It's late. Cut me some slack, but I do love this zone, and I do love all of these right here. Each of those totems, or podiums there, it pretty much shows off a scare zone. And of course, we gotta step off to the side and find him. Where's he at? He should be like right in the middle somewhere. Where is he at? I don't know. I can't find him. Maybe I'll take the time and try to see if I can find him tomorrow. I love this scare zone. It's super cool looking, and the characters in it are awesome. And our last house, Hell Block Horror. Wow, this is it's a lot of queue for a house that I heard isn't so great. Well, there you have it. Witching hour rules, man. 3 houses done in 45 minutes. And so, Hell Block Horror was literally a walk-on. I was able to slow down because there was no one behind me, so I literally just walked into a scene, stopped, looked around, waited to get the scare, and then moved on because there was no one behind me the entire time. It was fantastic. I had actually a great run-through of that house. So my opinion on that's probably going to be a little bit skewed compared to everyone else's, but I will say there are black walls in there. They do a good job with trying to make it at least somewhat good, but you can only do so much when that was a last-minute replacement. But I did enjoy it, and there were characters like one of the evasion aliens was in there, so I really enjoyed seeing that, and it was like a nice nod for fans of the event. But we're going to head through the Graveyard Deadly Unrest, and that'll be the last thing we go through tonight, because we're spent. We're spent, and we gotta come back out tomorrow. I don't know if I'm gonna be filming tomorrow, so if not, well, sorry, we're not doing any more tomorrow. But we're gonna head through Graveyard Deadly Unrest, so we'd show off that, because I heard it's super good at night. Woo! there's like a mausoleum in the middle here they added. These characters are pretty cool, I will say. But I also will mention that during the day, this does look pretty cheesy. Still following me, are you? This is a really nice spread out scare zone, but there are parts of it. Ooh, that is a cool character. I love that. Love me like a weeping angel type character. And you are just freaking awesome looking. Hello. Yeah. All right. This is a really interesting scare zone. Not what I expected at all out of this zone, to be completely honest, but enjoyable, not gonna lie. And of course, gotta say hi to the good old Pumpkin Lord.
I love you, Pumpkin Lord.
Before we head out, love him. He is...
I will no longer rest in the shadows. I have taken root and will now accept your praise. I am the Pumpkin Lord!
Love him. Oh my gosh. Oh, hail Pumpkin Lord. Oh, hail Pumpkin Lord. And that is going to wrap it up here from Universal Studios for Halloween Horror Nights 31. We had a great night here. We got to show off almost everything except for the shows, and I think a couple of scare zones maybe. I might be mistaken. I don't know. It's been a long night, but we got through all the houses at least, so that's a good thing. I had a great time here tonight. I'm gonna be out here tomorrow. I don't think I'm gonna be recording anything, just because I need to get this video out for you guys, because it's important that you guys know what's going on here at Halloween Horror Nights. But I had a fantastic night here. If you guys did enjoy this video, please make sure you drop a like and also comment down below. Did you get out here for opening weekend? And if so, what was your favorite house? But as always, I'm Michael giving you the all clear. And all clear means you are out of here. See you guys next time.